back with all new major price predictions, also major buying areas for a lot of names, as in Tesla, Nvidia, the Max 7s, AMD, gold and silver and Bitcoin, what's going on with the crypto market, and so much more. So let's get straight into it. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, comment those stocks down below to in the next video, and 𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐾𝐭. So first we're going to go over Tesla. Tesla still has the same resistance levels and the same support. We had a little bounce off that support today. We'll see how Friday moves, but nothing major in this area of Tesla that I would do in this range. So resistance levels are the same, support levels are the same as well for Tesla right now. AMD ran up all-time highs today, had a little softness today. We do have a bigger support right around 216.40, but what could be kind of crucial on AMD is we have this smaller resistance level on AMD right around 238.10. If we come back up and break that on AMD, we might start to see more push on AMD tomorrow. It's kind of very close to that area of resistance, so we'll be looking for AMD to try to show some strength tomorrow. If it can break that resistance, then I'm looking for AMD to get above like the 240s and potential call options in that range that could be very beneficial. And I also have a long-term shares, not selling those, not right here at least. Sold all the leaps, very over 600% gains. And now we're looking for kind of new plays and what to look out for at AMD. That's what I'm looking out for. Nvidia went on to all-time highs today as well, just like AMD. So we have our smaller resistance level right around 193.95, 194. If Nvidia can show strength tomorrow and try to come back up and break that resistance, we might see Nvidia come back up and break all-time highs. If not, we'll just have like a little softer movement, and that's nothing that I would kind of play. It might even set up for a swing if it comes down here with softer movement, holds a support, and then kind of comes back up. So we'll just kind of see how Nvidia moves tomorrow, what might be that next potential bigger play on Nvidia. 𝐴𝐵𝐺𝐿 is testing that resistance level right around 344.85. So I am looking for potential swings on 𝐴𝐵𝐺𝐿 tomorrow. We will see if we get those or not. Very specific contracts. Support is still around 336.75. Then if we go to TSM, TSM didn't really touch resistance, but it didn't break it. So resistance is still about 301.35. Support is still 292.60. Nothing really crazy with TSM. We're looking for TSM to hit all-time highs, but it really needs to continue that strength in here. And so far it's a little softer. SMCI touched resistance around 58.15, hasn't really broken that yet. Support right around 55.70, so we'll see if SMCI can still push up past the 60s. And yeah, we're kind of in the same space we were yesterday. We haven't really moved past that or had a bigger drop. We'll see if tomorrow leads to a new play once it breaks resistance to continue going up, or if it comes down to the support, that might be a possible buy. In my opinion, we'll just kind of see how SMCI kind of wants to move in this range. And then if we go to ARM broke resistance, pretty much hit our target area about the 170s. Wanted calls on ARM. Our next resistance area on ARM is probably right around where we are now, 171.50. Our new target on ARM will be at the 185. So we're looking for ARM to continue that strength and boom up past the 185 for potential calls and so much more. Bigger support is still around 152.75, but I'll put a smaller support on here for now, right around 168. We'll watch out for that area of smaller support. Just in case it pulls down, you kind of want that smaller support to hold and then it to bounce back off of that and then try to show some more strength. Cloudflare net still stalled, no really real direction off net, so same levels on the net front right now. CrowdStrike tested resistance, kind of showed a little selling pressure off of that. You know you have resistance right around like 512.70, and if you look closely in that area, try to get close to here, fail, try to get close to there, fail. So still looking for that to break, and I have a target of 520 above that on the CrowdStrike. We'll kind of see, but because the option contracts are a little off, support still the same on Crowd. We'll just kind of see. And then let's go over Intel. Before we go over the Intel levels, make sure you guys join the team. We did do 2 scalps today. Like I told y'all, whenever you join the team, you see me scalp every morning. I give you the entries, X's, everything just laid out. Microsoft 13%, Google 17%, all live. First in the description, make sure you join. You'll join the monthly, the yearly, or the lifetime memberships right there before prices go up. And remember, lifetime, you pay once forever. You can also pay monthly, and then you get access to personal training where I teach you how to find the levels, entries, X's, a lot. So Intel new support right around 36.90. Resistance level pretty much the same, 38.20. Still looking for that resistance level to break. Maybe it can do it tomorrow, and then I would expect some push up to the 40 area. That's what I would look out for on the Intel front. And then if we go to, let's go over to Pltr. Pltr tested resistance today, kind of had a little selling pressure. We want to see if we can hold this strength tomorrow. We had a nice run up here, Tested resistance, had a little fall down, so maybe tomorrow might be time. I really wanted to break this resistance area and then plow through it, like really start pushing. Then we could look for Palantir to reach up to the all-time highs around 190. So potential call options on Palantir for tomorrow that I'm kind of looking out for. The support still about the same. Nothing really has changed on the downside. The levels still kind of waiting for Palantir to show that strength and really try to break out of the range that has kind of been in for, man, really like 2 weeks. We really haven't just went up or went down. We had a bigger down here on Palantir, but we kind of recovered that a little bit and just a little stall out for now. That's Palantir. SoFi is still same level, still waiting for it to break both of the resistance levels. Then I'll look for it to go up to like $31. Other than that, we're kind of just being patient. Support's the same on SoFi as well. Let's go to Open. Open having some pull down. Watch that support around 805 just in case that support breaks. Your secondary area of support is down here around 755. We'll kind of watch out for that. You do have another smaller resistance, I would say, right around 880. So a couple levels on Open. I really don't see any buying pressure just yet or buying. It's just very kind of stalled in here. So we want to wait because we don't want to catch a falling knife and Open just has a bigger down movement. We'll get early signs of that if we break both of these support areas, right? And we'll get early signs of strength if we break both of the resistance areas. So I'm just kind of waiting for one of those, both of these to break up or down. Might show a little more curious areas. Lyft had a bigger down movement today. That's why I only wanted Lyft upside if it broke that resistance at 2230, right? So it's very specific of what makes a play and what doesn't make a play. You got to understand that a lot, right? Try to get 1% better as you're watching the videos. Support right around 1870. Resistance the same. I really don't see any buying on Lyft just yet. Kind of a bigger down movement over 6-7% today. So we'll just kind of let it drop. I don't really see any buying just yet. And then Uber as well broke that shorter term support. Like I said, if it broke resistance, then I would have looked for highs. It never really broke resistance, so didn't buy any calls or anything like that. Tested support, kind of breaking that. I will update a new support on Uber right around 94.70, the new area of Uber. So Uber's kind of a nasty range. I would just kind of watch out for it for now. The airlines. So Delta had earnings. The earnings beat on EPS and earnings. EPS beat about 11%, had a nice pop up, but they also led to other things popping up like UAL, American Airlines. American Airlines had a bigger down movement. So the airlines had a nice push, but I still don't see any play on the airlines. So also like Boeing had a bigger down push as well. Just watch that support on Boeing. If it breaks, I'm looking for Boeing to come down to this 200 mark. That might even be a potential put option for lower prices. So I am watching Boeing pretty closely. But yeah, that's on like the airline side real quick. If we throw in CRWV, testing that resistance level, CRWV seems like it wants to push up to the 155s. New support on CRWV right around 132.30. We'll watch out for that. If we test that, if we break that resistance tomorrow, I can see it pushing up to 155, potential calls and shares. That's pretty much all I see on the CRWV kind of front. Let's go to some of the Max 7s. We got Apple, broke first area of support. We're down to our second bigger area of support, right around 253.85. We don't want this to break. If it does, we might get some bigger pull downs on the Apple front. We want Apple is literally right here by all-time highs. It just did all this run, hovered right below it, and then bigger pull down. So we'll see. But just know Apple can stall out for a while. Last time it stalled out for like literally 5 months. It stalled out here as well for like a month and a half before it pushed up. So nothing says it wants to push them now. It could stall out to like the end of October before it pushes. So we're just kind of still watching Apple to see when it's ready. Meta broke a resistance level, so we could take off Meta of a resistance. Nice, decent push. New support on Meta. I'd probably put around 715.40. I really don't see any buying just yet. That was a push I was looking for, like upside. It kind of already did that. So now we'll just kind of wait for anything new on Meta to form. Amazon as well. Amazon hit a target, I think, close to the end of the day. Yeah, right at close. That was a target I would have liked to aim for tomorrow. But since it already hit, we'll just kind of let that slide. So no Amazon right now. Support, I would say, is around 22165. And then no bigger resistance. So nothing I would do on that Amazon front. Let's check Google. Google broke down. Like I said, we did some put options. One of them was on Google. So make sure you guys join Team First in the description to see the plays every day to really build yourself up. New resistance on Google, though, is right around 247.70. And then support is around 234.80. So new areas of supports on Google. We're pretty much looking for Google to continue that downside and probably puts tomorrow on Google. We'll see if it wants to continue that selling pressure. If it does, it might be good areas for those puts. We'll also throw in Netflix in here. Netflix had a very violent run, broke resistance. Your bigger resistance on Netflix is right around 12.55. If we break that, then Netflix might actually want to start pushing up closer to around 1300 bigger level. So watch out for that. They also have earnings on October 21st. So we're going to start getting into earnings seasons pretty soon. That's going to affect a lot of these stocks as well. So just keep that in the back of your brain. S&P 500 tested the first area support right around 669.60, bounced off that. So nothing really crazy off the S&P 500, kind of just in that stall out phase. The bond market, TOT, TMFs, kind of just boo-boo for now, not really doing much. If we look at the banks are slowly dropping. Resistance level on JPM, just in case that breaks, I'll look for a reversal play on JPM. That's around 309.25. They also have earnings next week on Tuesday, so be mindful of that, of JPM. And then Bank of America, I gave y'all support already, 49.60. If we break that, probably see Bank of America down here, might be potential puts, but also Bank of America has a resistance, 50.60. If we break that, I might be looking for shorter term calls. And then of course, Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley as well have potential plays, but I'll just leave those for the Discord. They got earnings coming up pretty soon, so we'll watch out for those. Pepsi had earnings, did pretty good. They beat earnings on EPS and the revenue. Nice little decent push. I already have like a bigger plays, long-term shares calls, but I also want some shorter term calls. I'm just waiting for Pepsi to really kind of turn bullish. We're kind of trying to, but not really. So Pepsi might be good. Also watch Coca-Cola. A little stalled in here, but I am looking for a Coca-Cola potential reversal. Okay, that might be something. They have earnings on October 21st. Like I said, earnings seasons is starting to come. We want to pay attention to those. But that's a little consumer side. Let's go to the retail side. So Walmart bounced off support. Nothing big on Walmart. New resistance level though on Walmart is right around 104. We break that, I'm gonna assume we want to go back to all-time highs on Walmart. Walmart just has kind of been very nasty these past couple weeks. No real big movements except this drop, but it came right back up. It just kind of stalled, so be careful on Walmart. Costco had a big jump today. Nothing really major that I would do right here on Costco. I'd probably still wait for some more movement. You are coming to a resistance level around 944.70. Then you also have a support around 913. So something brewing on Costco. I'll see when that is in the Discord, but just watch it. Target almost came close to this resistance level, 91.20, and just had selling pressure off of that. So nothing I can do a target in this range. I do have long-term shares. Support 87.45, nothing crazy. What was moving decent down today is Home Depot and Lowe's. Okay, we want to start watching out for these. They are pulling down to some decent areas. I would say a support level on Home Depot you want to watch out for, that if this breaks, we'll probably get some continued downward side. That's around 368.25. So watch out for that critical area on Home Depot. But like I said, I think some bigger plays are brewing on these, even on Lowe's. You want to watch the support area on Lowe's as well, because if they start getting critical areas, support on Lowe's around 224.80, they're going to lead to some good potential longer term, like bigger buys. So we'll kind of watch out for those. And then if I just throw in like McDonald's, you want to watch out for, Starbucks, you want to watch out for as well. Any of the stocks I don't go over, make sure you let me know in the comment section down below, because I do check the comments for any potential stocks. BMR. Again, resistance 61.45, support the same. Still need resistance to break, a little slower in here. We'll see if it wants to break or not. Let's go to the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin ran. Once Bitcoin breaks that area, 124 even of resistance, I think it's going to be all hands on deck for not just Bitcoin and like Ethereum and Solana and so forth. You'll probably see those go up, but also like Coinbase. If you see Coinbase is a little slow. I think it'll get some bigger movements once it starts breaking that area. Coinbase new support is right around 380, 381. So we'll watch out for that on Coinbase. And then if you look at Hood, we're up over 170% gains on Hood. Watch out for some potential calls on Hood tomorrow, because Hood could continue that run and hit all-time highs tomorrow. We want to add a new support as well around 145.70. But looking for Hood to break all-time highs. Hood has been booming for our shares, over 170%. Like I said, whenever you join, you get my long-term buys, swing buys, scalping buys, all live to really build yourself, build that freedom. Start now. Stop trying to be retail. Find something that works, find a strategy that works, and stick to that forever, and then have your freedom, right? And then also watching MSTR, bigger drops on MSTR. We don't want MSTR to break this support at 308.60. As long as it can stay above this, still looking for that bigger play of MSTR. If it breaks that support, might not know about that. HIMS testing resistance, 58.80, support the same. Nothing crazy on HIMS right now. Eli Lilly's trying to push up. I'm going to take that resistance level off now. I'm going to consider it broken. Also, a new support on Eli Lilly, I would say, is right around 847.85. Look out for that. I am looking for some potential calls on Eli Lilly and also Merck. but I need a little more strength off Merck, and it likely needs like a bigger target. But watching those, CVS got shares of it, so I'm kind of just letting that run for now. Also watching like DVA. DVA is pulling down. New resistance on DVA is right around 130.20. Decent pull down. If it gets below 120, there might be some big buying going on DVA. Very potential, very potential. But other than that, nice 15-minute video. Any stocks I didn't go over, let me know in the comment section down below for the next video. Make sure you guys join the team. First in the description. Always remember, no recommendation to buy or sell anything, just for educational purposes only. So do not trade anything you see or hear in the video. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye.